You have the ability to add a Google Calendar to your Google site. To do that, you want to go to Insert, you want to come down to Calendar. It's going to give you a list of all of the calendars that you are an owner of, so any Google Classroom that you've created should be there, as well as any personal calendars that you've created. If you don't know how to create a personal calendar, let me know and I can get you set up. So I'm going to select my Tech Tuesday 21-22 calendar. I go ahead and I insert that calendar in. I need to decide how I want my parents and my students to view this. So if I click on the settings gear right here, it allows me to pick what time zone I want to be in, navigation buttons, and how I want my view to be. I prefer the week or the month view over the agenda view because it gives people more of an overview. And then I click done. Now, if I share this, if I publish this, oh yeah, and I can drag it, I can move it anywhere I want it to go, I can resize it. If I publish this without doing anything else, when people outside of the district, your parents or students who log into this website with their private Gmail, when they look at it, what they're going to find is that they will not actually be able to see the events on the calendar because you haven't shared the calendar with a public view. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make sure that when you go to share that whatever calendar that happens to be, you go into your Google Calendar, find the calendar on your list, and hit the three dots next to it. Then you want to go to Settings and Sharing, and you're going to scroll down to this access permissions for events. What you want to do is you're going to want to make available to the public your event details. This way, when your families that are outside of the LebanonSchools.org domain look at that calendar, they're actually going to be able to see the events. They won't be able to change it or do anything to it, but they'll be able to see it. So once you've done this, and I always click Get Shareable Link just because I feel like it just forces Google to do what I want it to do. So now when I come back here, I want to look at this calendar. I like to just delete it and bring it back in because I've discovered that if I haven't changed my share settings ahead of time for some reason, it just tends to keep those old share settings. So I go ahead and I insert that calendar again. I'm going to change my view to week. Click done. You'll see there is an assignment right there. I'm just going to go ahead and drag it right there. I'm going to publish it. And then if I come back in as that public person and I refresh the page, you'll see I can now see the calendar and I can go ahead and see the actual assignments as they appear. And then my students will be able to go ahead and go into the Google Classroom and get the assignment done. My parents can actually then copy this event to their calendar if they are interested in adding it, if it's like a school night activity that you have planned, or if they want to micromanage their kids, whatever works. But this allows them to be able to see my calendar, access the calendar, and actually get in and see what's going on. So just a tip that I am noticing as you're submitting your work that you might want to pay attention to.